KBEAR 92.3 Wild Country. It's always fun to have guests in studio, and that is the case this morning as Crystal Murish joins us. Crystal, good morning.
Good morning, Adam.
How was your Labor Day?
It was good. It was
have a
busy.
good weekend? You said you went to the Nebraska State Fair.
I watched it online.
You watched it online. Okay.
Shout out to my niece, Casey Nelson, who was the junior high FFA showmanship champion.
Heck yeah. That's pretty cool. That's something to brag about.
We're very proud of her.
Crystal is here with the Broken Bow Bowling Association that gets together at Pleasure Lanes in Broken Bow and has some fun and gets a little fellowship, some time together. But I understand you're getting organized with new leagues here shortly.
Yes, leagues start this week and next week. We're looking for new bowlers. Our participation is aging, and we'd like to bring in some new bowlers. Pleasure Lanes has made some great improvements over the last few years. It's a beautiful house to bowl in, and we'd like to find some new members and help them pay off those improvements.
I got to stop by Pleasure Lanes a couple weeks ago, I guess it was, when they received the GROW Award from the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce. And just looking at the work that has been done in there, it looks phenomenal.
It does. It gives some separation between the bowlers and the spectators. They've put in a lot of work, and we'd like to see it pay off for them. Well,
you touched a little bit on what you're looking for league participants. You said that you've had some of the same people involved for a long time. Maybe what are some of the barriers that you hear from people? It's like, oh, that sounds fun, but I haven't signed up because of this. Let's kind of work through some of those things. I would imagine skill level might be a concern of some people.
Actually, that's a concern, but it's not legit.
It's not a thing.
No, you don't have to be good.
That would be me. I'm terrible. I'm awful.
It doesn't matter. You get more handicap.
You still have a place for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. You get more handicap. Runs off a handicap. So the lower your score, the more handicap you get, and that handicap helps your team win their game.
So you're not going to drag the team down?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, okay.
You'll see teams look for people with a lower score sometimes just because the handicap is always guaranteed. So those are pins that you automatically get.
What about ages? Are all ages welcome?
They have Monday and Wednesday, there's a men's league. Thursday, there's a women's evening league. Monday afternoon, there's a women's league. So if you're retired and can get out in the afternoon, there's a league for you. Adam and Wendy and Evan have moved to the Sunday league. It used to be in the evenings, and I believe now it's at 3:00 on Sunday afternoons, and that can be anybody. That's not a sanctioned league, so it can be men, women, kids, young, old, everybody gets a chance to participate that way.
We're talking with Crystal Murish this morning about the Broken Bow Bowling Association. New leagues are getting started. You yourself were sharing right before we went on the air that this has provided you and your participation a lot of opportunity to travel.
Yeah.
And meet some cool people, I imagine, along the way.
Absolutely. I've done a lot of traveling. I got involved because of my grandma and my mom and my dad bowled, and I ended up getting on a traveling league that travels to nationals every year. I've been to places like Syracuse, New York, El Paso, Texas, Charlotte, North Carolina, Detroit, Chicago, Reno, Vegas. I've gotten a chance to see a lot of cool things that I probably wouldn't have got to see otherwise.
That's really cool. What else were we going to talk about on the bowl? As far as folks' commitment, how long does the league run? And everybody has a busy schedule. Are there ways that you kind of work around that with folks that sign up to bowl?
The bowling season runs similar to the school year. We're going to get started here this week. And some of the leagues will finish up in mid-April. Some of them will go the first week in May. And it is a commitment weekly, but if something comes up and you can't be there, there are a lot of great substitutes, and you can sign up as a substitute. If you don't want to commit every week, I can only be there, about half the time. Go ahead and let Wendy know. We're going to give her number here in a little bit. But let her know, and she can put you on a sub list for any of those leagues that we talked about.
So what am I forgetting about? What else do you want to let people know about the bowling leagues in Broken Bow?
We were recently contacted by USBC, and Arnold used to have a bowling alley, and unfortunately they don't anymore. So they don't have a place to bowl, and USBC asked Broken Bow if they would take them on. We're kind of running a little bit of an incentive. If you used to bowl in Arnold, and you were on a sanctioned league, Broken Bow will pay your first year sanction fees just to try to encourage those bowlers to come over and not make them feel like they're left behind.
Oh, that's good of you to do. To kind of account for maybe some of that drive time.
Yeah.
To get over and stay involved, because I imagine a lot of people were disappointed that they didn't have the opportunity to do that close. But
yeah, if you were a member of the Arnold USBC, we will gladly accept you and pay for your first year membership sanction.
So to get signed up with the Broken Bow Bowling Association League at Pleasure Lanes, what do people need to do?
To get signed up, you'll need to contact Wendy Glendy. Her number is 308-870-3499. You can also stop by Pleasure Lanes. Adam or Wendy or Evan will be glad to point you in the right direction, and we'll find a league you can fit on.
And that would give you a chance to also check out the changes that have come to Pleasure Lanes in the last few weeks and months. And they got some good food in there too.
They do. They have some great food, and very reasonable. You can take it to go, or you can sit in there and visit and watch everybody bowl.
Another reason to come join a league.
Absolutely.
Is you get a burger and see some of your friends, make some new friends as well. What did we leave out? Anything at all?
Maybe if you have to drive in from a little ways, and you're a little hesitant because the weather gets a little dicey here in central Nebraska, we're really good about allowing makeup games. So don't let the weather hold you back. Everybody out at Pleasure Lanes is really good about having some open bowling hours and give you a chance to make up those games. So don't let the weather and the roads hold you up.
All right. If it sounds interesting, give Wendy a call. Let's give her number one more time so folks can sign up.
You can call or text Wendy Glendy, and the number is 308-870-3499.
Or just stop by Pleasure Lanes in Broken Bow. Crystal, thank you so much for sharing some information on the Broken Bow Bowling Association.
Thanks, Adam.
Appreciate it. KBEAR 92.3, Wild Country.